What's going on, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of the Outside the Octagon podcast. I'm your host, Charleston Payne. Glad to have my co-host back alongside Jude Starnes. Jude, glad to have you, bro.
Yes, sir. It's been a long little time since I got on here, but we kicking it off with a banger, bro. I couldn't be more excited. One of the biggest names in the sport. One of the people that like you just can't miss his fights. I'll never miss a fight again now that I'm done with basic and tech school and all that. I'll probably never miss another one.
Hey, thank you for your service, brother.
Oh, no problem.
Oh yeah, hey, thank you for your service, Jude, for sure. But look,
Yeah, my little brother's in the Army too.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, he's a helicopter mechanic.
Oh, that shit's dope, bro. That's fire.
Hey, damn, man, I would have failed out the first day.
Yeah. Well, shoot, I'm glad to announce today that we do have an incredible guest joining us, and Mr. Terrance McKinney. He's a lightweight fighter in the UFC. Terrance, I'm glad to have you here, of course, man. How you doing today?
It's my pleasure, guys. We went shopping. We spent the bag. You know what I mean? Had to get the family right. Yeah, it was fun.
Heck yeah, man. That's awesome, bro. So look, I mean, right off the bat, one thing I wanted to talk to you about a little bit is obviously your finishing ability, and not only your finishing ability, but the fact that every fight, like Jude said, it's hard to miss one. And if you blink, you're going to miss it anyway, as is. A lot of your fights come with first round finishes. And it's very exciting style to watch. One thing I want to give credit to you on, of course, is how exciting and electric your fights are. If you're not a fan of the UFC yet, next Terrance McKinney fight, you better tune in. He's going to make you a fan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're damn straight. I would say I think it's my ability to like make reads fast. I got like a super fast reaction time. That's why I got Spider-Man on here. Because I always felt like I had spidey senses, you know what I mean? I can make reads so quick. Like you make one mistake, the fight's over. Also, I would say like I'm usually like 190 something pounds. So just like being a bigger lightweight now, plus I always just was strong because I wrestled. I feel like if you wrestle, you just got a different strength compared to regular people. And also I'll just say the speed. Speed is power. So like just being able to make the hands quick and land clean, just devastating. But most importantly, just believing in the gift that God's given me, to be honest.
Man, yeah, that's awesome. That's great. One thing I will say real fast is we might be the first people to see that Spider-Man tattoo on a podcast because we don't get to see it in the Octagon. You got the wrap on, you got the gloves on. Obviously, definitely not ready to see you lay down the gloves in the ring yet, so keep that away for a while.
Nah, I love this shit. I'm gonna do this till I'm like 40. I love it.
Let's go, dude. Love to hear that.
Yeah, we love to watch you fight till you're 40, bro. You're definitely one of the most exciting people to watch in the game. Like even if you are a fan or not a fan, if they hate you, you can't argue that you're not exciting to watch because every fight that you go out, you put on a show, there's gonna be a finish no matter what. Like legitimately, statistics show there's gonna be a finish.
I just think about this. I just seen people get screwed by the judges so many times, and I'm thinking like, if I'm gonna lose my money, it got to be on my terms. Now I don't want to be shaking at the thing. I want to make sure the win's dominant and it's clear. So, and if I lose, it has to be clear. Like I don't want no games being played. I don't want to be sitting there just waiting. Like Lord, please. Like nah, I want to know like God, we did it. That was awesome.
And that's what the fans love, bro. That's why we all love you, bro.
Yeah, for sure. So I actually looked at your Tapology page, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it said you had one decision in your career, and that was early in like your amateur career. Is that true? Because I know Tapology can sometimes be a little off at times with like amateur careers and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
That's the only one.
But all my fights, amateur, was like I would fight any weight class. Oh, I was smaller back then. I'll be fighting like welterweights, everybody. I didn't care. Most of my amateur fights were just off the script because like I pretty much took it right there because no one wanted to fight the person.
Damn, that's sick. So
yeah,
one question I usually ask every guest that we have on here is in like preparation for a fight, during your walkout or when you're in the locker room, what's going through your mind, especially for a fighter like you that goes in there and gets the job done very swiftly? What's going through your mind to prepare yourself for that moment? What are you thinking of getting ready back there?
I'm just listening to my coaches, mostly just hitting pads, just getting the fast twitch muscles warmed up, and mostly like just thinking like how am I gonna finish this motherfucker? You know what I mean? I'm just thinking about how I want to set the tone or like what move I want to come out to. Uh, really just trying to erase all the negative thought and just trying to focus on like what I do best.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, that's sick. Great answer. Great answer. One of the best answers I've heard yet so far. You know, how am I gonna finish this motherfucker? That's awesome, dude. Dude,
Look, bro, if
that's
you
sick,
think
right?
any differently, then you're gonna fight timid. I've done that before, and I just try to just think about what I can do. You know what I mean? When you start looking at the highlights or thinking about what your opponent can do, then you start doubting yourself. You're like, oh, he's good at this. You know what I mean? So I just try not to think about that. I just think about what I'm good at and what I can do, and it tends to make you more confident before you go out there.
Right. I mean, so you've got the 2 7-second knockouts. That's insane. Your last fight, a submission within 55 seconds. That's also insane. I mean, I've watched the 7-second knockout so many times. I've probably wasted I'd probably say 56 seconds of my life watching it. I've watched it 8 times. Yeah, it's an easy fight to watch for sure. Just a quick 1-2.
Yeah,
And that was
that
all.
was that was a shout out to Pablo Alfonso. Like we both peeped the tape and we peeped that like when Matt Favola fights taller people, he likes to start with the leg kick. So we're in the back, drilled it like 100 times before we came out. And my timing on it just getting more lethal and more lethal as my coach faking the kick. Boom, 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 boom. We do like 100 times to get out there and it comes to fruition. I was like, God is good, man. Changed my life forever that night. So I'm very grateful for that experience. It was sick.
Yeah, that's awesome. Jude?
So what I was gonna ask is, so like you're on a 2 fight win streak. Obviously looking forward to keep that up. Look forward to seeing you keeping that up. Uh, who would be a fighter that's on your radar that you think would be an exciting fight for you for your next fight?
I don't even care about exciting. I'm on my Sean O'Malley shit. Give me the worst motherfuckers ever, and then once I know my skill levels, give me the number one contender, and I'll prove why I should be ranked. Just like that. It
Oh
was
yeah,
kind of smart how he did that. I kind of want to do the same thing now. But I'm looking at Jordan Levitt next. That sounds good. Trey Ogden would be cool. Uh, but if they do want to give me a ranked fight, Grant Dawson would be cool, or Michael Chandler. That'd be fire.
oh Michael Chandler would be fire for sure.
Oh, that would feed families, bro.
That's what
Terrance
I was
McKinney,
saying.
Michael
Yeah,
Chandler.
feed the family. Let's go.
Dude, and
That'd
like
be a fight.
you could totally make that like, you know, like a 5-round main event for a fight night or something easily. Or even, you know, a featured bout on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, exactly.
Come back
And
to New
I promise
Orleans.
you guys, he's not winning by adoption. I'm sending him to retirement. I promise.
That would be sick, dude. Terrance McKinney versus Michael Chandler. Wow.
And Nola. And Nola again.
Yeah, bring that one to New Orleans, please, bro.
Yeah, dude, that was fire. New Orleans was fire, bro.
Yeah, I need to fight out there. That'd be sick for sure.
Yeah, have you been to Louisiana before?
Mm-mm. I was planning on to go out there a bunch of times when I lived in Texas, but I just got busy doing some other stuff.
Bro, if you ever find yourself down here or anything, give me a shout. I could put you on some good food.
All right, I'll tap into both of you guys for sure.
Hell yeah.
Definitely. Got to, bro. Got to. So obviously, you know, I'm sure you've talked about this a lot and it might be a little repetitive for you, but it's something that I've just wanted to hear for myself. It's actually really ironic. I was talking to my mom about a week before I DM'd you and tried to get in touch with you to do a podcast. And I was like, Mom, like, this guy's got the greatest story as far as his life getting to this point. Like, this would be one of my dream podcasts to be able to have, you know, a dream guest for me. So is there any way you'd feel okay with sharing your story and what happened before UFC and how you got to this moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm back in college. You guys, I'm at the party. I do drugs, end up seeing demons and stuff, dying 3 times. And then once I woke up at the hospital, you guys, I'm like handcuffed. But like I said, I'm still kind of powerful. I break the handcuffs off. And then I like army crawl away because I see the cops. I army crawl, steal some random clothes, find a way like doing the forward rows and like snuck out the hospital. And and then I find a bike on my way home because I got a far way to go. I found a bike. Boom. Hop on this bike. Tell me why both wheels fall off. Boom. Both wheels fall off this bike as I'm going down the hill. Boom, 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 boom. I was like, what? I pick up the bike, do that little old kid, spin around with the circle, throw the bike shit, because I'm so mad. And then I finally get home, and my mom's like, what the hell happened to me? Because, like, I told you guys, I was punching shit. My shit was all stitched up and everything. My face swollen. Mom's like, what happened? They jumped you? They jumped and raped you? I was like, what do you mean rape me? Because I guess the pants I stole had a doo-doo stain on the back of it. And I was like, nah, hell no. But you guys already know I took drugs. I just didn't know the equivalent of all I did in reality. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and then she was like, what hospital was you at? And eventually I had to tell her what hospital I was at. And then she calls the hospital and she found out that I was actually supposed to go to jail like right after I woke up. But my mom like worked in the community. God bless me. They let me stay with my mom. I still had to like turn myself in, but I got let out at the same time. And I ended up doing this program that was like for kids because I looked so young and I never got in trouble with the law. So I thank God for that. Did 240 hours of community service. And then, like I said, once I found out I died 3 times, I didn't even know that happened. Well, yeah, that changed the game for me. And then I knew if God showed me all that and I died 3 times, I was supposed to fight. Because I knew that there's only one place you become the baddest man on the planet, like I did in my trip, and that's in the UFC. So I went to college for a year, dropped out, and I started fighting, and the rest was history.
So, with that said, is the BMF title something you could possibly have your eyes on the way up to the top?
Yes, sir. It's only I think it's only right that I end up fighting for that. That'd be sick. Me versus Max Holloway one day. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would, wow. Damn, we're
I I'd have to do everything in my power to choke that motherfucker out because he a dog. You do not want to fight Max in the last 10 seconds of the 5th round. You're getting killed.
no, you shit. I feel the same about fighting you in the first 10 seconds, though, to be honest. Like, come on.
That's what I'm saying. You can't really count him out against anybody, though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. If
Max
they
a
slip,
dog,
I might catch the straight up.
No, I'm telling you, like, as far as like, there's some fighters that's just like, yeah, they're not championship caliber at the moment, or they're not a contender yet. But if you threw them in, they might could get the belt. Like,
Yeah.
maybe they haven't took that step yet. But if you threw them in there, they might take the step in that fight because they're just so explosive and they're so ready. And I think you're definitely one of those guys that could just upset anybody on any night.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm with Mike Davis now. Like I got great training partners out here in Orlando with Fusion Excel. Like I got such good training partners. I'm so happy I moved here. As you guys see, like I'm more patient to grow. Even though I'm still finished people in the first round, you can definitely see my growth. I'm not just wilding out like you saw. Like he hit me 2 times. Like I didn't even swing yet. It's because like I'm growing as a martial artist, and like all my fights in UFC is not even equivalent to like 2 full fights yet. So I'm still learning on the job, and like I just know the sky's the limit because like I still got so much room to grow.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome that you say that. But at the same time, though, like, realistically, like, you've had a fair share of UFC fights, but by
Yeah.
technicality, you probably have the least experience in the UFC just because of how short your fights typically are.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like numbers wise, like as far as the amount of fights you've had, what
Yeah.
you've had
7. I have 11 fights in UFC right now.
how many?
11.
11?
Mm-hmm.
Word. Damn, I thought it was like 9. Shit. My fault.
we can make 9 though. 1, 2 more before the end of the year. I think so.
Shit, yeah. Well, do you have any? What's your goal as far as like how many fights per year you usually try to get in, and when could we expect to see you in the Octagon again? Do you have any idea?
I'm trying to get back in there like October, November. Even then, if they put me in December, that's cool as well. I wouldn't mind fighting on the last card of the year. That'd be sick as hell.
Oh yeah, last card of the year. Shit.
Yeah, last pay-per-view of the year. I love to be on that. That'd be sick. You know, they always try to go hard at the end of the year.
I mean, shit. Realistically, with your fight time, I know I keep bringing that up a lot, but your average fight time, you could probably fight once a month and get away with it.
I swear, I'll try if they let me.
I mean, unfortunately, like the athletic commissions aren't going to sanction that anymore, like UFC one.
Yeah. If they could, like back in the day, I would have been racking them up.
Shit. Jude, you look like you got something you want to say, brother.
Yeah, so outside of this is an MMA podcast, but it's called Outside the Octagon. So is there anything outside of the UFC or outside of MMA that you enjoy doing, like hunting or fishing or anything like that, or just spending time with your family?
I really love fishing. I haven't went in a while, but I always love fishing. I love shooting guns. I'd be playing Fortnite, Madden, 2K, all kinds of shit. Really, I like superheroes. Like I got a bunch of collectibles in the house. I collect some cards. What else? I can draw really good. I don't get tattoos anymore right now, but I do love tattoos deep in my heart. But I'm taking a break from 'em. What else? Mostly, I just right now. I spend time with my kids because like most of the time I'm like going all the time. Either because I always have gigs trying to make some money, like I meet and greets and stuff like that. So when I'm home, I just mostly just try to spend time with my kids and my girl.
Yeah, well, I actually have a local place here near my hometown that does like autograph signings and meet and greets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, if I can get you in touch with them and you can make it down to Louisiana, we can get some shooting.
Yeah, no talk to them, man. Well, yeah, as long as I get paid, look, you set it up, and then I'll even give you a couple $100.
Shit, all right. Yeah, I could definitely get that roll up.
Yeah, line it up, man. Cause I'm down.
For sure. So you play Fortnite, 2K, Madden. You talking PS5 or Xbox?
PS5, man.
Come on. Hold
Let's
up.
go.
So,
Let's
do
go.
you ever do you stream your gaming?
I'm about to start streaming. Yeah.
You should definitely start. I feel like people would definitely watch.
Yeah, I'll get banned probably quick, so I got to work on my language because I'll get ignorant when I'm playing on the game for real.
So one thought that I had about asking you, during the podcast is obviously you shared your story with us. It's a great story, and for you to make it to where you're at right now, as a great UFC fighter and a great person and everything, the way you've changed and got to the point you're at now. Have you ever put any thought about doing like a YouTube channel for any type of motivation or anything like that, whether it be like gym videos while you throw a little motivation in there? Or
yeah, we're gonna do it all, man. I just feel like the way the story's set up, when it's all said and done, God's gonna have that documentary out, and it's gonna help change people's lives for the better. And they can always reach me out, like you guys see, I reply to everybody. So, I already talked to people. I like sending motivation stuff. I send them Bible quotes because like without God, I wouldn't be here today, and like without God, I wouldn't still be maturing enough to make the wise decision. I would have still been blowing my bag, being like, "What happened to my money?" You know what I mean? So I'm just grateful for the kids, the trials, the errors, the wins, the dubs, the losses. So I'll never change anything that happened in my life.
That's incredible, man. What a great answer. Jude, what you got, brother?
I'm right there with them. I love reading the Bible, especially like when you go to basic is big because it's like you don't have nothing, nobody to talk to. So it is big. I actually I got my first tattoo when I got out. I got Isaiah 6 verse 8. So it's and I heard the voice of the Lord calling. He said, "Who shall I send?" I said, "Send me." And so I love Bible verses. I don't like tattoos too much. I don't want to fill my body, but if I could, I'd fill my body up with them. I love them.
Nah, man, stay pure though. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like I said, I wish I got a Bible verse before, but I prayed about it, and I'm not getting anymore.
Yeah, I like it. It definitely reminds me. It's like if you look into it, it's just like be fearless. God has a greater plan for you, so be ready for any battle that He sends your way. And be a warrior. Be a warrior for God. So I like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. And people always say you inspire me. I was like, hope I inspired to lean on Jesus. Like, swear.
That's the best thing. do, bro. That's
Mhm.
we're all put on this earth for a reason, and everybody's got a story to tell. That's why podcasting I felt like was something that I needed to get into. Because I
Yeah.
have the equipment, I have the ability to be able to have people's voices heard. And have people like yourself come on and be able to tell your story. And it's been a great pleasure to have you on today. First of all, and last question I got for you, Jude might have something else. I'm not sure, but this is something I heard from another MMA podcaster. I'm not going to say his name, but I wanted to ask you this question because I thought it was great journalism. So we're going to try it out. What did you do with your first paycheck you got from an MMA fight? And what did you do with your most recent one?
Bought hella Louis Vuitton stuff, Versace shirt, went to Miami, sent the bag out there, turned up. What else I doing? I was going to as many UFC events I can because I never been to one, so I started doing that. What else I was doing? Mostly just buying shoes. Like I started diving into collecting shoes, and what else? Yeah, that's about it. And then just it's traveling, spending money, just random shit.
That's felt.
Yeah, bro.
And then recently, right now, I was just paying people, getting my credit right. Also get clothes still, but now I get it for like the whole family and shit like that. And I had to pay my coach, my manager, stuff like that. Mostly after that, just I like to go try new food. So we just went to like the seafood boil was fire as hell. I don't even remember the name of it, but it was fire though. It was fire.
You ever had boiled crawfish?
Yeah, it's type like that. No, yeah, I like crawfish too. Yeah, I like it all.
All right, cool. I was just making sure you had it before. If not, I was gonna have to get you out here to Louisiana. Yo, come around what, June? Like April, May?
Dude,
Yeah,
we'll set it up. You got extra room for me? We'll set it up.
Thanks. We gonna have to do something, bro, for sure.
Yeah, and then I want to say something else for the audience as well. A lot of people pray to ask God like, what's their plan? Like, tell me what's the plan. A lot of people got to start asking, how do I fit in your plan, God? Because this is God's earth, and we're all according to His purpose when we believe in Him. So I just want people to start praying like, how do I fit into your plan, Lord? How do I fit into your life's purpose for me? Not what's my life purpose. What is my purpose in your life? You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's great. Uh, yeah, I definitely like that. It's sometimes hard to remember that he has a greater plan. Sometimes you might pray for strength, for example, or patience, and he's not just gonna give you the patience or strength. He gives you the tools to get there. And you got
yeah,
to find
exactly.
this yourself. And he'll be there for you at all times. So if you're ever feeling low, like you need somebody, I mean, you can reach out to us. We'll be here always. But
Yeah,
yeah, just pray through it.
yeah, straight up, just like that though.
Yes, sir. Uh, but no, I'll close my part out. I don't know what Charleston has left to say, but I just want to thank you for coming on, taking the time out of your day to come and speak to us, and being humble and everything, because we're kind of a smaller channel. So yeah, I just want to thank you for coming on, man, and good luck in your next fight, and I hope your family and you have good month, good life. Any
Yeah, my
luck,
brother about to get married this month, so this month about to be fun for sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, Terrance, look, man, it's been nothing short of a pleasure. I mean, Jude kind of covered up on basically everything I had to say. I'm very grateful you took time out of your day to come on. Keep doing everything that you do, man. Keep inspiring people. Keep being a great father. It's been a pleasure to meet little Rex. That was awesome.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
In the
yeah.
beginning of this,
He
but
made it, man.
it's been nothing short of a pleasure, bro. And you stay blessed. Hopefully, we'll stay in touch and look forward to
No,
meeting
so
you at some
set it
point.
up, man. Talk to those people, and I'll set it
Yeah,
up, and then we'll all kick it for sure. I'm down.
yeah, got you, bro. For sure. Sounds good, man. Well, look, take it easy. Have a great night.
Yes, sir. You guys too. Love, brothers.
Yes, sir. All love, bro. Later.